Hello and welcome to the 24W14 potato snapshot. Check your calendars, it is April 1st, and you know what that means. It's time for an April Fool's snapshot. So let's create a new world here and see what's up with this brand new update. Okay, so here we are at a village, and right off the bat we can see that something is definitely not right. We can see a potato pedestal here with a poisonous potato on top of it. So I think that we're going to have to activate this in some way. So let's go to the potato tab, and we have a potato portal here. That's hilarious. So it looks like we can just skip right to the activation there, but I think that you would have to just click a potato onto it. So I'll place down these potato portals real quick. Okay, so right off the bat, we can see that not everything looks normal here, again, and we have an awesome potato village with some potato dirt, it looks like, so that's kind of fun. And we have grass that is a different color. You can look around and see some potato plants, and it's the terre de pomme, which is the potato earth, I guess, in French. So we can see some bees around us, that's kind of cool, and we have this wood here which looks to be some sort of potato stem, and it is a potato stem, so that's cool. So let's see if there's anything that you can craft with these. Looks like you can make the planks and the crafting table all as normal, so that's pretty cool. And these leaves look kind of interesting, but it doesn't look like you can get any saplings from them. At least I don't think so. And inside this, oh, we have a potato villager. That's so funny. It looks kind of creepy though. Normal beds it looks like, and it's built out of all of the potato wood, so that's pretty cool. That we have different villages, and over here it looks like some sort of dripstone variant. So that's kind of interesting. We also have these cool potato flowers it looks like, so that's kind of fun to have. And over here it looks like we have a flotato. So I guess that's a cloud. That's pretty fun because we don't have these in vanilla at all. This would be a fun place to do a 100 days challenge at. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. I might try that out. But looks like we also have some expired potato bricks, so that's fun. And yeah, those are called potato leaves. And looking through here, we actually have some armor as well. But it looks like when you put it onto yourself, it doesn't actually give any benefits. I'm sure that it has some sort of attack against mobs. I'm in survival now, and a couple phantoms hit me earlier, but it didn't do anything, and it looks like that phantom is stuck, so that's funny. We also have the poisonous elytra, so that's kind of cool, the ploitra. And it works like a normal elytra, so that's kind of cool. You can glide around with it, and it doesn't look like the durability is being used up very quickly either, so that's kind of cool. And we just fly into here, and we can see again the village with some cool plants around it, and it looks like there's some witches here, but the witches are normal, and the skeletons appear to be normal, but when they're spawned in the dimension, seem to have some sort of potato skins. That's kind of cool. And flying around again, we can see that there's a lot of beehives that spawn here, but we also have some potato fruits, which are also pretty cool. I think that that is actually kind of fun. And we have some stuff in here, which seems to be used to make some potato stuff. And we've got some enchanted looking potato staffs and poisonous potatoes, but it doesn't look like this does anything, so you guys can experiment with that. We have a potato eye, we have hash browns, that's fun. We have the flotatoes, we've got the flotators, so let's see what those do. It doesn't look like they really do anything, but they seem to be directional, so that's kind of fun. So we could place these any direction we want. And we also have the potato peeler, which does extra damage to potato mobs. So that's cool. We also have what looks to be a grappling hook. So that's interesting. You can just fly around. That's pretty fun. So if we go into survival here and just zip line over here, and doesn't look like it does much damage to us. So we could go onto this cloud here. Ooh, that was close. Hit our head. But this is fun. This is pretty cool. This would be very fun to experiment with, so that's kind of nice. And we also have a dent. I don't know what that is, but we have some potato oil, which is interesting. We have some weak roots. We have a lot of extra stuff. Potato sprouts. Potato pedicule. I don't know what that word is, but I'm gonna play around with that right now, actually. That's kind of interesting. Oh, and it looks like mazes also spawn in villages, so that's kind of interesting. And there's the potato bee again. The bee is perfect to be a potato, honestly, I feel like. Oh, and then down here we have that frying pan. So I'm sure that you make like hash browns in there. And we've got composters and all of that stuff. And another station here. So these spawn like crazy in the villages, and there's a potato pig back there. But here are those like root thingies, and it looks like they kind of perform like chains. So that's kind of interesting. And we have the potato fruit spawning in villages, which is cool. And these are some of the crafting recipes for a lot of the potato stuff. They're not very expensive, but definitely not easy to get either. And that doesn't look too hard either. I don't know how you get that vine though, so. We also have hanging sign variants, battery, so that's kind of cool. Flotator, pretty easy to craft as well. And a hot potato, that's fun. Going back into the inventory, we can see that we've got some toxic resin, amber gems, and an amber block. So that's pretty cool. That's what the items look like, and the amber block is very similar to gold. So that's kind of fun. Could place it around all over the place. It looks pretty cool. And we also, going through here, have some deep slate versions of the potato ore. So it looks like maybe in the natural world you'll be able to find some of that. So that's kind of fun. When you mine it, it of course drops poisonous potatoes. So that's kind of cool. I also saw that there were some paintings, so I'm gonna place those down for you guys, and I'll get back to you guys when I've placed those down. Okay, I've got them all placed down. This first one here is called Tasty Shapes. That's kind of fun. This next one here is called Self-Portrait. That feels familiar to me. Interesting. And then that is nasty looking potato. That's called Potato. Very detailed. Kind of nasty. Next up, we have In the Spotlight. That one's, I think, probably my favorite because it looks pretty cool. And then next up here, we have Hot Potato, which is a burning potato. It looks like it's that skeleton on fire thing. And This Is Not a Potato, which is titled This Is Not a Potato. It looks like a potato to me, though, Mojang. You should fix that. And then right here, we just have a massive potato painting. So this is the treachery of potatoes. That's kind of cool. So yeah, that's all the potatoes there. But also, as you go around the world, you're going to notice these ores spawning naturally. These are resin ores, and they spawn all over the place, so they're pretty easy to find. And like I said earlier, it's very, very fun terrain here. We've got like potato sprouts and stuff. Somebody should totally do a 100 days episode here. It would be very cool, and I'm sure that it would be pretty popular too. So it'd be pretty fun. Okay, so as I'm flying around here, I looked down here and I saw that there was some mine shafts, and the biomes around here are also pretty cool. It looks like normal trees can spawn here, but the mine shafts are pretty cool, and you can see those vines from earlier act as chains, so I guess I was right on my guess that they're chains. And the bats are potatoes. That's so funny. That's pretty funny. But over here we have spiders, and it looks like they're just normal spiders, so That's alright, but yeah, so those are the spiders, and the mine shafts are pretty cool here. But yeah, up here, all of the normal trees from the world are spawning as usual, so that's kind of interesting to me. You can see cherry trees, all the taiga and jungle, and all the types of trees. So that's kind of interesting. That is also kind of cool because you could get all the wood types in this potato biome. So it's kind of also interesting how a lot of paths are spawning around here, which is weird, but also pretty cool. Again, we can see those giant trees, and it looks like we found another village, so that's fun. And this one actually has a church, so that's not something that I've ever seen before in the potato biome. And it looks like when you fall, some mashed potato spawns. That's fun. And it looks like the broom stand's normal, and the rest of the building seems to be normal. And the ladders also look like normal ladders. They could have totally done some sort of potato pun with that, but oh well. Okay, so over here it looks like we have the desert equivalent of this potato world, and we've got some green potato peels here, so that's kind of fun. And up over here it looks like the biome's changing again, so these biomes change often. We have a cool potato field biome, that's kind of fun. So you're never going to run out of potatoes in this world, and it looks like we have a pedestal again, so we could get back if we wanted to and we were lost for whatever reason, but looks like there's kind of a fun structure here. And in this chest we have poisonous potatoes, and if you just right click on that, then it spawns the portal. Also, for those of you on Bedrock Edition, you just go to the marketplace and search the poisonous potato update and you'll find some free content. But over here we get an achievement, and it's prompting you to make that potato armor, so that's fun. And it looks like we have a potato pig here, so that's kind of fun. And it's covered in the mashed potato stuff. I'm not a big fan of that mashed potato stuff. It's kind of nasty. But it looks like these structure-like terrain bits generate pretty high up and pretty low down, so that's kind of cool. And if we fly up and over here, we can see that the biome changes back to what looks like the forest equivalent. So that's pretty cool looking. And we have another village over there. And through here we have the maze again. And also, did I mention the sun is a potato? That's pretty funny. So down here we have that potato field biome again. And we have geodes, and like I said earlier, when you fall, this sticky poisonous potato stuff falls down, and you get the sticky effect from it, which is disgusting, and it splats everywhere, which is really gross. So I'm gonna fly up super high, actually, like right over this little ball right here, and we're gonna see how much will spawn, because we're all curious, aren't we? So I'm going to teleport up into the sky and then fall down. Okay, so we're up in the air now, and let's fall. We were 1,000 blocks in the sky, so falling down now, we can see the clouds and some of the terrain coming into view. This is pretty high, so see how many spawn. Ew, that's so gross. Okay, well, we got a lot of poisonous potatoes spawn there, so that's kind of fun. And at nighttime, a lot of bad potato mobs spawn, so this is definitely not an easy world to play on. But yeah, like I said earlier, it would be fun to do a 100 days survival challenge on here. And some natural bridges spawn too, so half the building's already done for you, which is cool. And it looks like mine shafts spawn all over the place, which is pretty cool as well. So that's gonna do it for this video. I hope that this was informative for you guys. Also, thank you so much for 250 subscribers. It's absolutely amazing that I've gotten like 150 in one day, which is amazing to me. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel, and I'm very motivated to keep creating content right now because of that, so thanks so much. And if you're wondering why there wasn't any in-game audio, I had to do a voiceover for this whole thing because all the audio got corrupted, so see ya.